off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. He blocks that jab. Back and forth they go. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Good counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. And there's the bell for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The perfect counter lands. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Shot. They both want the knockout. Timing beats speed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. He is down big time on the score. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
For each other's punching power. Catch and shoot. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Good job trying to back out. Oh, wait a minute. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Are we about to see a first-round knockout? Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and there's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Punch, counter punch. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive. Hold that thought. And Barrera is rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over. At least hold it right there. Barrera might be going down. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. He misses with that jab. Missing with the hook. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for the... Back into the fray here in round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Work the body. Frustrate them. Take the mind off the chin. Take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body. Use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
How about that time counter shot? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. punching. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry? This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The jab doesn't quite connect. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Good counter punch. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. There's the bell to start round 8. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Swing and a miss with that jab. Punch, counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice exchange here from both men. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Defense. Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more? Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. And we enter the ninth. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Done with that counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. About that time counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight...
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before, and you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Very competitive. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. This is the 10th. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Threw the hook, didn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little fag with a pickpocket him.
Nice counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Where was the defense? Appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He can't get up. Marquez is done. That's a knockout. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
You saw it here live, a knockout win.